diggity, diggity dog. Breaking, diggity, diggity dog. Breaking. 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 Diggity, diggity dog. Breaking, diggity.
Thank you for joining us here tonight, and there we have it from Mr. GM himself. The main event is set. Sweetcox versus Tony Rizzo with Dirty Don locked in a steel cage at ringside, and it will be electrified. That is going to be an electrifying main event for sure. But in our opening contest, we have Shang-Li and Hongman Kim taking on Kensho and Tafik. Who's coming out in this tag team match to kick off BCW action?
Standing 6 feet 4 inches tall and weighing in at 285 pounds, he is a striker and MMA hybrid wrestler, he is the destroyer, Hongman Kim.
And they called this man the Destroyer for a reason. Hongman Kim, the MMA wrestler hybrid, coming to the ring. He is a massive man, over 6 feet, over 300 pounds. He faced Tafik a few weeks ago in that MMA hybrid rules match. Can he get some revenge here tonight?
Standing 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighing in at 200 pounds, he is a striker and deathmatch wrestler. He is the deadly Shang-Li.
And here he is, the crown jewel of the SJPW dojo, Shang-Li, the SJPW World Champion, tagging up here with Hongman Kim. And it was Shang-Li who has faced a variety of opponents here in BCW since making his excursion. But he did face Kensho a few weeks ago on the same episode when Tafik faced Hongman Kim. Both Shang-Li and Hongman Kim came out on the losing end of those singles matches. Will their synergy be enough to pick up a victory here tonight in this tag team match?
Fighting out of the blue corner, at a combined weight of 545 pounds, the team of Kensho and Tafik.
And here they come, making their way to the ring. Two of the top competitors here in BCW, whether that be in the singles or the tag divisions. Both Kensho and Tafik have faced Dirty Don for the world title. They both came up short, but that was due to Dirty Don's shenanigans. And as we've seen on the last episode, when it was Steel Dragon confronting Kensho, there is some bad blood between Kensho, a former member of the SJPW dojo, and the current representatives in Shang-Li and Hongman Kim. But the bell has rung. This opening contest is underway. Tag team interpromotional match to kick off BCW episode 29. And a quick tag there from Hongman Kim to Shang-Li. Shang-Li gets in the ring, trying to mix it up. Didn't want to go power versus power like we seen when it was Hongman Kim and Tafik, because Tafik picked up the big victory in that MMA hybrid rules match. Opting to go for a little bit of the mismatch, and a big shot there, and he goes for the cover. Shang-Li is so deadly with those kicks, those punches, the art of 8 limbs, and he hit Tafik with a big shot, went for a quick cover, and now Hongman Kim. Big, beautiful drop kick, Hongman Kim. Very MMA and ground-based. He has those submissions. He has that key lock submission. He has the, oh, what a big shot there. That could have been a knockout. Uncharacteristically going to the top, though. And a ginormous elbow drop. Now he goes for the cover. 1, 2. And Shang-Li was right there to interrupt. I think Kensho knew that Tafik had a lot more in the tank, but that was some beautiful tag team synergy between Shang-Li and Hongman Kim. Tafik went for the back elbow, missed. A little wobbly. But picks up Hongman Kim and just slams him right down into the corner. One of the hardest parts of the ring. Oh, and Tafik with a huge crotch off the top. Tafik with that big move to the outside when on the top rope, very uncharacteristic. Took a second to just get his balance, but it was enough to get the job done, just annihilating Hongman Kim. And Hongman Kim with that side Russian leg sweep. Head hitting the steel steps on the outside. Brutal shot there. And just wearing him out with some big right hands. And that atomic drop. Doing a lot of damage on the outside, but Hongman Kim finally gets Tafik back in the ring. Kensho tries to intercept and gets the steel steps for his troubles too. The SJPW dojo coming out real hot and fast in this one. They want revenge. They are out to do the bidding of Steel Dragon, as we saw in that video package from a few weeks ago. Steel Dragon, he wants Shang-Li and Hongman Kim to take out Kensho specifically. Tafik was there with the backup, and that is how this tag team match came to be. And that is why water is thicker than blood. Tafik and Kensho, they have been fast friends here in BCW. They met on episode 2. They tagged up on episode 5 for the first time. And now here we are, episode 29. And their friendship is tighter than ever. Tafik has the back of Kensho. Kensho's got the back of Tafik. And their tag team synergy is something special here. Kensho to the top. Big giant knee. That's how he beat Shang-Li the first time. Don't know if he got it all. It looked like he hurt his knee on that one, but he goes for the cover. And Hongman Kim is right there to break it up. That is how Kensho defeated Shang-Li in their first outing. Of course, Kensho has that Kaiju Killer knee strike. He was hitting it on the first go-around when they faced each other, but it took a knee strike from the top rope to seal the deal and get the job done. Shang-Li there just slamming Tafik's face right into the mat. Referee goes right there for the cover. Kensho a little slow, but I think he knew Tafik had it. And just rushes him there with a big knee strike. Speaking of knee strikes, the knee strikes of Kensho were deadly, but the knee strikes of Shang-Li are equally as potent. Both men were trained at the SJPW dojo under Steel Dragon. So when it comes to knee strikes, they have the same teacher, they have the same training, and they are both equally devastating. Hongman Kim wrenching on the neck of Tafik. Makes the tag, gets in Shang-Li. Lots of frequent tags from both of these teams. Went for the knee there. Tafik knew it. Counters with a knee strike of his own. Tafik getting a bit worn down, makes the tag to Kensho. Shang-Li just unloading with some big brutal strikes and makes the quick tag again. A lot more tags than I thought we were going to see in this matchup, but it's a smart play, always having the fresh man in. And when you got competitors like this in the ring, we got Tafik over 300 pounds. Kensho goes for the cover there. Hongman Kim gets out, but Shang-Li was right there to break it up. And a brutal shot there, big rolling elbow. It could be a big knockout shot. Kensho known for the knockouts himself, but Hongman Kim, big heavyweight MMA competitor turned wrestler. You know he's got the hands and the elbows to back himself up. Shang-Li there with the double knees. And just sitting there taunting right in front of Tafik. Now opting to go for that head scissors with that big 12-6 elbow on the head of Kensho. Kensho just stomping out the arm here. But he's getting worn out, so he decides to make the tag to Tafik. Oh, and a big spinning back kick there. That could be the knockout shot. I think that could have been a flash knockout if Kensho wasn't right there. If they weren't in the blue corner where Kensho was, I think that could have been it. Shang-Li going to the top rope. He's got something in mind here, and it's a big elbow drop. Tafik taking a lot of damage. Big shot to the head there out of necessity. Picks him up with ease. We got Shang-Li, who's a little over that 200-pound mark. Tafik is over the 300-pound mark, and he's using all that weight, just choking him out. And we mentioned it before whenever Shang-Li competes, but we'll mention it again. That mask, it is a full face cover. It's not like a lucha mask where you have the nose and the mouth exposed. It is a full face cover. And with Tafik going in for that chokehold, it's really going to affect the air, the breathing, the cardio of a Shang-Li having that full face mask. That is the one downside. It gives you that air of mystery. It gives you that mystique, but it also has the added disadvantage of affecting your cardio. And maybe that's why all these frequent tags are happening, so that Shang-Li doesn't get winded. He can get in there, hit all these big shots, get back out, recover, get his wind, and then get right back in. Very, very smart from the SJPW dojo. I would attribute a strategy like that to Steel Dragon, who has all that experience. That Japanese legend himself. And another tag there, bringing in Shang-Li again, and Kensho's looking worn out. Foot up there out of necessity, and some big strikes and a knee right to the face. Goes for the cover, but almost in the middle of the ring, but just had his back to Hongman Kim. That was a bit of a mistake from Kensho. Looked like he was going for one of his jumping tombstone pile drivers. Shang-Li was able to slip out, probably because of all the sweat. And another tag here. Is he going for that shoulder block again? And he is 300 pounds. Right to the chest or shoulder. That could pop your shoulder right out of your socket when he comes in with that shoulder block. Tafik right there. I think Kensho was stalling on the ground so that Tafik could come and push Hongman Kim off the top. Shang-Li and Hongman Kim are highly motivated to come in here and get a bit of respect back for the SJPW dojo. Series of elbows right there. Going shot for shot. And here we go, the key lock. Hongman Kim locking in that key lock. He has the weight advantage over Kensho. Tafik is there to break it up. That is a brutal maneuver from an over 300-pound heavyweight MMA expert, locking in that key lock. Kensho's elbow could not take much more of that. Tafik was right there to break it up. Tafik has felt the sting and the pain of that maneuver, and he did not want that for Kensho, but Kensho with a big knee. And that is the advantage of the big man, little man tag combo. Shang-Li getting right in there to break it up and just face washing him. Beautiful camera angle right there. Just knocking his block off with that shot. And now he's setting him up for that leaping tombstone. Gets every bit of it. Crosses the arm, center of the ring, and Shang-Li is right there. It's going to be near impossible to defeat Hongman Kim and Shang-Li, with Shang-Li as fast as he is. Big kaiju killer knee strike. Finishing maneuver of Kensho. But again, Kensho making that mistake of turning his back to the red corner. Shang-Li comes in and blasts him from behind. Not able to get that 3 count, but Tafik and Kensho, they're picking up some momentum. They're looking good in this match. Hitting some big maneuvers. Speaking of big maneuvers, a running neck breaker. Tafik with a big DDT. Oh, looked like he was going to the corner for that big running knee. Hongman Kim gets to the ropes, and another DDT there. Gets into the ropes, tags in Shang-Li. Shang-Li shots to the midsection, trying to wear out the big man, and showing his strength right there. Picks him up for that flapjack. Now takes back in Hongman Kim. Can Hongman Kim get to Tafik? Oh, and he doesn't. Tafik makes the hot tag, brings in Kensho, and the strikers are going at it again. What does Kensho have here? Almost like a fisherman's DDT on that one, locking up the legs and just hitting him there, and the kaiju killer knee strike. Was able to hook the leg, but just fell to his back. That took a lot out of Kensho. That was all energy and explosiveness. And Hongman Kim here, he's going for the jackhammer, one of his signatures, along with that key lock. Tafik has felt that one before. But Hongman Kim was in the wrong corner, way too close to the blue corner on that one. We have to take a break. BCW will return after these messages. And we are back. Tag team action continues. Kensho and Hongman Kim in the ring. And a ripcord elbow right there. Kensho picking up some momentum all the way through the break. And a big kick there right to the face. And he's going for that big leaping tombstone again and nails it. Eventually, the human anatomy is going to have to break no matter what the will wants it to do. And with all these big maneuvers and big shots, I don't know how this match can go much further. And we got some tag synergy right here. Big shot to the back of the head. It's the shots you don't see coming that'll do the most damage. Ask any MMA striker and they will tell you the same thing. And Hongman Kim is looking loopy. Kensho opts to go for Shang-Li. This could be the opportunity. Shang-Li is out. Oh, and Hongman Kim with a huge rolling elbow. Hongman Kim with a huge rolling elbow, and he picks up Kensho right here for a ginormous powerbomb in the corner. Right when I thought Kensho and Tafik might have the opportunity to seal the deal in this tag match, they had taken out Shang-Li, who's still out on the outside. Hongman Kim comes in with a huge set of maneuvers. And now he's going after Tafik. Is he going to slam him down on that corner bead? Nails it. Hongman Kim gets back in the ring. Is Shang-Li going to throw Kensho back in to try to capitalize? And he does. And Hongman Kim's already on the top, and he hits him with that elbow. I think he was going for Tafik. Switched it up when he saw Kensho in the ring. And now it is Shang-Li and Hongman Kim. They have the advantage. The pendulum has swung the other way. The SJPW dojo. They've got it all sealed up, and Shang-Li hesitated for a second there. He saw Tafik coming back, wanted to get off that top rope, but that splash still landed. I think he was going to go for the knee. Kensho reverses there. He was going for the DDT, reversed it into a clothesline. Shang-Li kicks out. Back and forth momentum in this match. I feel like anything could happen at any second, and both teams are just one big shot, one lucky maneuver away from winning this. That was a huge knee there from Kensho. And again, Shang-Li with that mask, not only does it affect the breathing, but it affects the vision. It affects your periphery. You sometimes cannot see those shots coming. Shang-Li can definitely see that shot coming. Big clothesline right to the face. And now Tafik is going for that big knee. Tafik's going for that big knee and just nails it. Right to the head. That'll knock the mask right off your face too. Shang-Li able to kick out of that one. Didn't need the assistance of a Hongman Kim, but he's going to need the assistance right here. Big burning hammer from Tafik. Finishing maneuver. 2. Got him. Hongman Kim half a second late on the recovery of that one. That is why you do not mess with Tafik and the burning hammer. BCW picking up another huge win here. Kensho and Tafik. And Hongman Kim and Shang-Li, this was their last match for the time being here in BCW. They are going back to Japan. They are going back to the Super Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo, and they are going winless. Steel Dragon is going to be pissed. But congratulations to Kensho and Tafik, undefeated in the tag team division. They pick up another victory here tonight.
Here is your winner via pinfall, the team of Kensho and Tafik.
Second contest here tonight is Liam No Honor Connors taking on Savage Jacob Akane. And this singles match came about because Liam Connors rejected the offer of Jacob Akane. Jacob Akane needs a tag team partner. He extended the olive branch to Liam Connors. Liam turned him down flat. This enraged Jacob Akane as he needs that tag team partner to face the Exiled. So he's here to exact some revenge here tonight. Liam Connors, Jacob Akane.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Liam No Honor Connors.
Liam Connors getting loose as he comes to the ring, and I think when he turned down Jacob Akane's offer to be his tag team partner, I don't think he envisioned that he would be facing Jacob Akane tonight, so it might have been better just to be his tag team partner. You don't want to face the wrath of a Jacob Akane. Of course, Jacob Akane has been tasked to find a tag team partner to take on the Exiled. No one wants to team up with him because he smashes every tag team partner he's ever teamed with. But can Liam get it done one-on-one here tonight?
Standing 6 feet, 2 inches tall, and weighing 350 pounds. He is a brawler and comes to us from the Isle of Samoa. He is the unstoppable force. He is the immovable object. He is Savage Jacob Akane.
The big man himself, Savage Jacob Akane, making his way to the ring. Over 6 feet, over 350 pounds. And as we mentioned, he has been tasked to find a tag team partner because he wants to face the Exiled. He doesn't find a tag partner, though. He can't face him, so he was going around. He asked Slug, he asked Fancy Dan, and he asked Liam Connors last week. Liam turned his back on his tag team partner, Pedro Loco, a few weeks ago, leading into the Urban Warfare pay-per-view. And I think Jacob Akane thought that if they both had the same mantra of win or you smash your tag team partner, I think he thought that would be the perfect combination. Liam turned him down flat. He did not want to get his face smashed, but that might be the thing that happens here tonight. Tried to avoid it. It might happen anyway. And the bell has rung. The match is underway. Liam Connors, Jacob Akane with a huge uppercut there. Liam Connors is a MMA striker himself, so adept at the kicks and the punches, the art of 8 limbs, but Jacob Akane just smashing him. That is why he is Savage, just absolutely brutal. Always comes out of the gate fast and furious. Jacob Akane always fights with that sense of urgency. He does not get paid by the hour, and his wrestling style absolutely shows that. Big shots in quick succession. Goes to the top rope here. What's he got in mind? Oh, and Liam catches him. Big opportunity here. Power bomb. Could have hit his head on the steel steps. Definitely caught all of that back on the outside, but Jacob Akane didn't even faze him. This man is something out of a horror movie. He is a walking weapon. He is OP as OP gets. I mean, other than when he was injured by by a monster himself in Ultimo Nightmare, he is almost impervious to pain. You cannot seemingly get an advantage on Jacob Akane. The only time he has ever looked even remotely weak was when he faced Xander in that Beyond Rules match about a year ago. It was Xander and Jacob Akane just absolutely throwing everything in the kitchen sink in that match. Lots of weapons. Went about 20 minutes of straight up hardcore action. There were flaming tables, steel chairs, ladders. And at the conclusion of that match, a fresh Ultimo Nightmare came in and just powerbombed Jacob Akane. He hit his head on the ropes, had that whiplash, and that put him on the shelf. He's 2-0 since he's returned, and with just shots like these, you can see why he is always so dominant. He's going for that big running boot, and he hits it. That's his finisher. Can he finish it here against Liam? 2. Liam kicks out at the last second. That big running Samoan boot. It's usually followed up by that big splash off the top, and he's going for it here. Could this be a quick outing for Jacob Akane here tonight? But Liam moves out of the way. Counters with a big running boot to the back. Shot to the spine. And another knee there, and that was a desperation move from Liam. That could have been game over and just wearing him out with those knees. But Jacob Akane using all that 350. Liam isn't even quite at that 200 mark, so Jacob Akane has over 150 pounds on him. And using every bit of it there when he hit that crossbody. When you have a 350-pound Samoan coming at you, you are not stopping that momentum. You cannot stop 350. When it's coming at you hard and fast, Jacob Akane, I would put him in the top 3 of the most explosive wrestlers on the BCW roster, and he's just wearing out Liam. Liam with a desperation pump knee to the face. Normally that would be a smart move, but I think Jacob Akane has the hardest head in BCW. So I think, but a beautiful clinch there. And a shot to the gut. Both men got to get back in the ring, though, and they do. You do not want to get counted out here in BCW. He's going him up for the Tiger Driver. Tiger style pile driver. 1, 2, and he kicks out. Jacob Akane, very hard head, but when you have all that weight coming down, that's a smart maneuver. And the octopus here, one of Liam's finishing maneuvers. But Jacob Akane, wow, just gets out of it right away. The best way to counter technique is through just absolutely brutal strength, and that's what Jacob Akane did there. All tied up in the octopus, but it made no difference. Going for that big Samoan spike. Liam Connor's reverse hit him with a big shot. Took too much time setting that up. Easily telegraphed on that Samoan spike. But now Jacob Akane is going for the top. Top rope Samoan splash. Gets every bit of it. Puts himself between Liam and the ropes. And seals the deal. Jacob Akane with a pinfall victory here tonight via that Samoan splash. And I gotta say, Liam looked good in this one. He did all he could. But Jacob Akane is a runaway freight train. He is a math problem that no one has the answer to.
Here is your winner via pinfall, Savage, Jacob Akane.
Jacob Akane picks up a singles victory here tonight, but he is still on the quest to find that elusive tag team partner. Congratulations to Jacob Akane here tonight.
The following contest is your main event of the evening and will be a singles match.
And it's time for the moment everyone has been waiting for, the main event here tonight. Two super heavyweights clashing in the ring. Sweet Cox taking on Tony Rizzo in this main event hoss battle. But the wrinkle to this one is going to be Dirty Don locked inside an electrified steel cage at ringside. Dirty Don backed himself into a corner and he let his own words get the better of him. And we're going to see what happens in the main event here tonight.
Standing 6 feet tall and weighing 285 pounds, from San Francisco, California, he is Sweet Cox.
And here we go, Sweet Cox coming to the ring, the personal enforcer of Dirty Don. And when you have a super heavyweight like Sweet Cox, that is exactly what you need if you're Dirty Don to keep your BCW World title. And not only that, but Sweet Cox is gatekeeping that #1 contender spot away from Tony Rizzo. Early on in BCW, Sweet Cox defeated Tony Rizzo. Can he defeat him again here tonight and go 2-0 against a top-ranked contender?
Ladies and gentlemen, the BCW head trainer, Mr. Tony Rizzo.
And here we go, Mr. Tony Rizzo, 1 win away from becoming the #1 contender for Dirty Don's BCW World Championship. He's got a tall task here tonight. Even with Dirty Don inside that electrified steel cage, he has not beaten Sweetcox in the past. Can he beat him here tonight? We are going to find out, but we are going to have to take a break. We are going to get that electrified steel cage all set up. We're going to take a quick break. Main event up next, Sweetcox, Tony Rizzo, Dirty Don in the cage. And here we go. The time for talk is over. The main event is underway. Dirty Don in that electrified steel cage, as we can see in the bottom third of your screen. There is no way Dirty Don is getting in or out of that cage without sustaining some serious injury. That is a deterrent if I ever saw one. But let's get into this main event. An unprecedented main event. Never have we seen an electrified shark cage at ringside, but with Dirty Don and all his shenanigans and all the ways that he tries to manipulate referees, he tries to manipulate the lighting, he tries to manipulate anything and everything he can to get his way in BCW. Well, that's not going to happen tonight, but Tony Rizzo with a big clothesline there. Sweetcox fires back with a shot to the midsection, and both these men over 300 pounds. And Sweetcox are just picking him up and just wearing him out, showing his strength. And now taunting it up to the crowd, but Tony Rizzo right back up and hits him with the clothesline. Both these men very similar in stature, very similar in experience, height, weight. Tony Rizzo there with a big chop and a big back elbow. Wearing out Sweetcox, goes for the cover. And when it comes to these two competitors, Tony Rizzo's on the best roll of his life. He has defeated SJPW legend Steel Dragon. He has defeated Shang-Li, the current SJPW World Champion, in a non-title match at one of the pre-shows for the Urban Warfare pay-per-view, and he defeated in a 6-man tag team match. He beat Sweetcox, The Tool, and Dirty Don, so a top-ranked competitor is Tony Rizzo. Whereas on the flip side, Sweetcox, he does not have a very good record here in BCW. He is well below the 500 mark, but he just might be that competitor that is the kryptonite to a Tony Rizzo. Every wrestler in the world has that one person that is their kryptonite, that just has their number, and that could be Sweetcox. And Tony Rizzo going for that big bear hug, trying to wear down Sweetcox. Sweetcox hits him with the clap to break it up, and a big clothesline there. Tony Rizzo with the big shot. Picks him up and just tosses him like a bunch of trash. Taking out the trash is Tony Rizzo. And just taunting him there. Don't know if that's the smartest plan to go with. Sweetcox, he is big. He has that Girthquake maneuver, which is that kick right to the groin. And even though Dirty Don is in that electrified steel cage, you know the edict is for Sweetcox to win, to send Tony Rizzo to the back of the line, as Dirty Don said. But it's one of those two. If you can't win or you're having trouble winning, it's always pick apart a body part. Tony Rizzo with that big 7-star lariat that he used to beat Sweetcox in the 6-man tag. Got him. Tony Rizzo in short order picking up a victory over Sweetcox. They had a big hoss battle the first time that went 10 minutes. Tony Rizzo almost in a squash match here tonight. This is a different Tony Rizzo. This is a Tony Rizzo that is the #1 contender for the BCW World title. With a huge victory like that, Dirty Don is in serious trouble, and so is his world title reign. Wow. Congratulations to Tony Rizzo here tonight, new #1 contender for the BCW World Championship. And that was quite the night of action. We kicked it off with an interpromotional tag team match. It was Hongman Kim and Shang-Li taking on Kensho and Tafik, and Kensho and Tafik, they kept rolling, undefeated as a tag team, and they picked up another victory in our opener here tonight. Then it was Jacob Akane extending his winning streak to 3 in a row now. He defeated Liam Connors via pinfall when he hit that big Samoan splash. Liam Connors had no chance in that one for our second matchup. Then in the main event, with Dirty Don trapped in an electrified steel cage at ringside, as we just seen, Tony Rizzo made quick work of Sweetcox. He is the new #1 contender for Dirty Don's BCW World title, and it was almost a squash match. This is not the same Tony Rizzo that we saw early on in BCW who got the L against Sweetcox. This is a Tony Rizzo that is going for the world title. And there we go. We have the main event set for next week. The Exiled versus Kensho and Tafik in what promises to be the biggest tag team match in BCW history. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.